look up
So the thing is that everyone asks me about the accents, but the two dots and the tail are my cat's eyes and tail. That I rescued. Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
They're very cute.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask them, I'm sure, but
It's my rescue, and in fact now in addition 3, what we do is we just put the two eyes and the tail, not the accents, instead of writing mono completely.
Yeah.
I'd like to build that as a
the logo mark.
I'm loving how this is growing. Like it's literally organically, literally coming, like it's taking shape and the whole.
Yeah, even
Very
and what gives me great joy is because I don't have any external commentary on it because we're not monetizing.
Yeah.
What happens is the
The
moment
minute you monetize it.
then everyone is like ye kar abhi wo kar abhi ye kar, and everyone becomes, so I'm like, I keep it very pure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So when anyone says something to me, I'm just like, listen, I'm not taking money from you
So just
for me
please.
to
Fair
shoot in
enough.
your place.
Yeah.
So like just like
Chill.
yeah. And also what happens is then you guys are also way more relaxed.
Yeah.
Because what happens is otherwise you get entitled.
You want to just give it to me?
You want to talk about a brand, you want to talk about something, you want to basically endorse somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, should we put a table next to it or it's okay? For the coffee mug? I think it'll be uncomfortable holding it.
Yeah.
Oh, turquoise का kitchen studio का table है ना?
But it doesn't matter that I'm not an architect. You know, when you're introduction by architecture.
No, it's basically design based. So the thing is, unlike common notion that architecture is structure, architecture is space.
Yeah.
So I mean now,
Anything design.
yeah. So now, in fact now, interior design practices across the world are calling their students interior
Architecture,
architects.
correct.
So
Because otherwise you're also getting pulled in the spectrum of interior styling and decor and decoration.
stylists are different, but interior design is, I mean, as an architect,
It is, especially
you're also doing
yeah.
it, right? So,
When you're carving spaces, you're creating affecting the architecture for sure.
so I mean, also, I mean, most interior designers don't have the best skills.
towards him.
In all honesty.
This is true.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I'm tempted, I don't want to quote Whistler.
No,
how do you
no,
pronounce
I don't
it?
even know.
Whistler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That she's a decorator.
And also she's very overhyped. No offense to her, but it's ridiculous.
Can't live in a space kind of.
Like when she came to Bombay, everyone just crazy.
Yeah.
Like Shah Rukh Khan is come, man. Like,
Oh really?
It was like a
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Good for her.
She was at ED, no?
Yeah, she came to ED.
Some of her works are nice, man.
Peter Zoltan India आया था तो
Good
It
thing.
was a big event. Oh, architecture, all of us are, yeah, we were there.
Not for the design fraternity, not for the FUFA.
yeah, but the design fraternity is way cooler than the architecture fraternity.
Yeah. Listen, we are as
But
architects.
design fraternity is like a celebrity Bollywood
Architecture fraternity is Chacha vibes. The design fraternity is making the architects look better. It's a fact.
Yes.
Design fraternity is maybe those 10 people.
Yeah.
That is the fraternity right now which is happening, which is basically running, which is everywhere, which gets an award, which is.
The awards I
Same
don't want to. We were there last night. You know,
We were there.
We were all there.
We were very short
We
time.
left.
I didn't go on purpose. So my partner went. I said, "क्यों जा रहा है यार?" Like he's like, "नहीं, I want to go. I want to go."
I just want to see the venue.
Yeah, but they didn't do justice to that also.
I agree. The inside should have been
And
much. Yeah.
yesterday was not a day for an outdoor event. I love Afghan church. I love Al-Decor. I love India. Guys, you really shouldn't judge
The
this.
commentary that we have.
Really, it's the greatest of all time.
Absolutely.
Architecture fraternity, the best.
Chacha ji.
मैं हूँ मैं. आगे चल start. Okay, let's continue. Should I make him do the intro again? Yeah, so you can just do your intro one more time.
Sure. Hi, I'm Moñö Architecture. I run a studio called ERE Design. I'm very excited to be a part of Moñö and I'm glad to see what Karan's doing right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I am Amit Ahanukar. I run a studio called ERE Designs. I'm glad to be a part of Moñö and I love what Karan is doing right now.
Thank you so much for the unsolicited
It's a fact.
I'm glad. I love compliments.
Always.
Yeah.
You should be happy he's giving you a compliment.
Yeah, I know.
When was the
There's
last
so
time
many
when was
compliments
the last time
all
you
the
gave a
time.
compliment?
I can't. Genuine. You know, I mean, to somebody who deserves.
Amen.
Loving the banter.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I figured. The moment I called her and I was like, listen, where's Amay? She's like, Amay. I hate him. But anyway, so guys, you both come from very, very established practices now. You all have almost built a legacy. You all have worked hard for decades. And I want for you all to address our audiences and tell them about your journey before we get into your practice and your ideologies. Just simply your journey and how you got to it.
Sure. I think legacy is a very heavy word in the first place, so I don't think we were anywhere close to that, but thank you. I think it's definitely been a ride, and it's been, I think, I started my career in interior design, studying it at least at Rachna in 2008. And since then it's been, one learning, one step up, one step up. Every time you get to the point that you think you want to be at, there's another point that you want to be at. And it's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been a lot of very steep learning curves. A lot of moments where you kind of question why you're doing what you're doing. I think we've come closer to who we want to be and where we want to be right now. We've gone through quite a structural change recently, and I think that's very exciting because it opens up another whole, language or another sort of toolkit to work with. So I'm excited, yeah.
And she has a sane husband now who's a part of it, so hopefully you get something
Keeps
good
me
coming out of
sane.
it.
Keeps me sane. That's another thing, right? Like when we started as Studio Woodhouse, it was just me, and I don't come from a family of architects or interior designers, so I had to build this for myself. And so it was, you're alone and can get pretty lonely and intimidating and overwhelming with the decisions and what to do. And I'm quite an emotional person, so the decisions I took are also very emotional. Maybe not always so strategic or tactful. But I think having Rustam into the picture now, and also his father, I think it just makes it's bigger than just you. And I think that kind of steadies you, and yeah. There's always a bhaiya who goes, shut up.
What is that? What's coming from his phone?
Yeah,
Phone.
Swiggy guy.
It's obviously
Nice.
So yeah, I started I think I didn't really start. I came back from university when I did my master's in urban design from Newcastle. I came back. I was kind of working abroad for a short stint, and I came back and I was trying to look for jobs and applied into a couple of places. But growing up, I think I've always been this little guy who wants to kind of keep trying, experimenting things. And I think in third year architecture, we've done somebody's small little bar in someone's house. And luck has it that we bought a new office space, and I came in over there, and we got this opportunity. I got a call. I literally got a call, and that was the first call where it all started. And the office was not ready. We were still trying to figure out whether we were buying it or not. So I think for the first almost 4 months, we were working out of Costa Coffee, and it was about me and this friend of mine, Amrita Karnakar. She
Yeah.
also she's AKA. So she and I mean, initially first couple of projects we did together. She's still a very close friend. She's a school friend. We did a little bit of work together. But yeah, it was always about getting to Costa Coffee first in Juhu, because otherwise there was only one plug point on the side where you can actually put your laptop in. You're going to spend the whole day there, right?
It's still like that though. I think
It's
most
really
And now it's aromas over there.
aromas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of the coffee shops now still have that 2 plug point.
Yeah,
But you always have, even though you're supposed to sit there,
Yeah.
it becomes a little bit of a.
So yeah, it was about getting there as soon as you can. I think at one point we were kind of pushed out, so we had to go and we worked in Prithvi for I think a day or two in the cafe over there. So yeah, that was the initial start. Opportunities came by. My first project was this little office for somebody in Kalbadi. I didn't know where that time and how do you get there, and I decided to drive there. But I think it's been a great journey. I've had some massive opportunities which just came by organically. When I was 24, I was designing a resort in Georgia. Again, came out of nowhere, did a small bar for someone in Andheri, and the same guy had a dream of building a resort there, and he got an opportunity, so I got an opportunity. He built a temple for them in Punjab. So these were the initial, but I think there was a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of there's a roller coaster literally every single day of your life. Still trying to figure out how work and finances work at that point. Even though I do come from an architectural family, my father's also an architect. We never worked together. We never could look into each other when it comes to work, and that's probably the reason our relation's still great. But yeah, I think it was step by step. It's now, this is my 15th year. In August, we completed 15 years.
Old.
Old, yes. And I still, by the way, yesterday got asked by somebody walking, I was expecting somebody much older. So I said, I was 20 years, but I've been hearing this for 20 years now, literally. But yeah, I think that was the first opportunity. It's just been one after the other, and I think we've been fortunate. We've been able to keep people we've been working for years. We still have relations with the people we were working 15 years back, and they have grown and we've grown with them. We've not gone out to like too many people trying to pitch and stuff, but as these guys have grown and as they've had trust in us, we've had trust in them. That's how I think the systems kind of work.
I think that's the most important factor is relationship building, which people like in this era that we're in, everyone thinks that I'm going to get my client from social media, and so let me just blow up my social media or let me blow up my PR. But actually, what matters is the relationship and the emotional connection you're developing with the person you're with. Someone told me, I think one of my best friends who I was very scared to work with because of so many emotions involved in that relationship. She told me that you've grown up in this house. There's no one else who can imagine what this house can be like, what the memories it holds, other than you. And for me, building a home is such an emotional journey. And it's always a relationship-based practice. And I remember one thing, even though it was never part of this industry, my father always told me, money will come after. You just follow, do the right thing, do good work, the money will keep coming. Sometimes I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? But a lot of the times I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense because...
It's so true though.
Yeah.
It is very true.
I think as architects, the number of times we've been told कि line बनाने के लिए कितना पैसा लगता है. That's a very common thing.
आप भी line बना ना?
No, but I think as setting up the practice, another thing which I think I realized is, as you go in as a freelancer, as you go in as an individual trying to pitch into people, talk to people, the more lightly you're taking. You're not valued for what you're doing. Yes, money comes after, but now it's a point where, as a studio, we don't start working with them talk about money because it's not because of you need the money. It's because people don't value it if you're not paid for it.
Yeah.
That's been the biggest challenge now, which actually we
But I feel like, at least for me, and what I don't know, and I don't know if this is a thing around the practice, but like, your practice is also a reflection of your self-worth and your self-confidence. And I feel like I have seen that in my journey. Earlier I was very underconfident, so I would not undercharge, but like you're just so scared to say, that somebody will say no to you. And I mean, I feel like a lot of times architects and interior designers, in the beginning, you're told, you think you have to please everyone. And you have to play this people-pleasing sort of game, which over time...
You're taken advantage of also.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you have those negotiation conversations, the client says like, she says or he says yes to everything, so let's just, say I don't have money.
Yeah.
And then you can buy like whatever you want.
Yeah.
So it's a little...
But there's a little catch in that. So yes, the money matters and you value yourself and the numbers. But sometimes as architects, as designers, there are these projects which really hook on to you. And really honestly the money doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just
you just do it because you
want to do it, and honestly, we've had so many great opportunities in the kind of work we do today. There are opportunities like this coming in every day where you would rather just kind of, it's okay, the money will follow if it has to follow, but the work is so interesting. Like you're fortunate to even be kind of getting these kind of opportunities there.
Yeah, I think also when you figure out what you stand for, and what your why is, it just comes, it manifests itself in all the intangible ways. And I think for us, it's happened recently. I think for Amir, this has probably happened or been happening for a while. But like, based on a lot of the conversations on who we're talking to now, the kind of clients we're getting, there it's a very different sort of approach. There's a very different sort of requirement, and that's now what's getting really exciting. And I guess that's where what he's been doing for now a while.
Yeah, I think we've had a 360-degree growth in terms of work. We do a very different kind of, like, there's nothing we've not done. I think I'm leaving aside the hospital, which also we've done some parts, but there's nothing which we've not done. Not in institutional projects, we've still not been lucky to kind of get on. But I think that's everything that we've grown. And the kind of, you can, while you say that you never have a dull moment in your life at all, there is just so much of drama. There's so much of like so much of so many different things which is just happening around your life every day.
And I feel like in interiors and architecture, like no matter how many years of experience you have, you always wake up to a new problem.
Yeah, and I love it.
Yeah, it's always something new.
I love it.
Very true.
And by the way, since you were talking about how much does it cost to make a line, in fact, I was speaking to Ankur yesterday about something very similar, and she said this very beautiful thing. She said, every line is a wall. As simple as that. It's not just a line. And it just like made me realize that our craft, we spent so much time honing it and studying it and learning it and experiencing it, that we must look at everything that we put on paper as something of value. And like you said, as a practice grows, when you undervalue yourself, you eventually start valuing what you're doing because people start realizing what you're doing. You know, and the portfolio symbolizes that as well. So it's a very, very beautiful answer. Very, thank you so much. Also, I want to talk about our city and the pace of it. And we don't often get the chance to be patient and design the way we want to.
Correct.
And I feel like this is also the reason for the demise and decline of a lot of practices.
Correct.
Also, what happens is that younger practices, they feel like I can set up and I can begin today and I will reach a certain stage tomorrow, but it takes time, it takes patience. And the city doesn't let you breathe, ironically now very literally. But I want to talk to you all about the patience that you all have had, or the impatience you've had to reach this point in your careers and what that journey has been.
So I think for me it's very different because I am very boutique compared to Amit. So my patience and my pace and my sanity comes from my boundaries of like whether it's I don't, I also have a family and a child that I have to look after.
I'm just slow.
Huh?
I'm just slow.
Shut up. I just shut it. No, so like for me, I like if I'm running pillar to post, I can't. I need a structure. I need a routine. I need that grounding really helps.
And has it been like this from day one?
No, it hasn't been. It's actually been post having a child, because and she's still small. She's not even 3, and so everything I measure is like, what is this? Is this worth taking time away from her? Because at the end of the day, my day starts and ends with her. So there is that value that I have to keep to her because I need to be present as a mother. But at the same time, I have my own ambitions, and so in this city, like what gives me that this thing is that okay, I want to be able to really dive deep into the work I'm doing, enjoy it, and come up with a product that I'm proud of, and that gives me that sort of foundation, I guess.
So I think for us, you're asking a question again. Sorry.
So basically, the question is that Bombay is a fast-paced city, and we are not patient, and a lot of practices feel like doing things fast and will give fast results and quick results, and that leads to the end of a lot of practices. Like most practices start too soon and end too soon. So you all have maintained that longevity along with a beautiful practice that both of you are doing. So how?
So I'll tell you. So the way I've seen it is, we are nobody without a team. For me, the point about initially when I started off, I was a guy who used to do almost 6 to 8 flights a week, and it takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on yourself, and but it also gives you the best time alone when you're on a flight. And I'm telling you, today 90% of my work, all my designs have always happened on flights. because it's the only time where your phone's
Yeah.
not ringing, you can't reply back to emails. So what do? You have
Yeah.
you have a pen and a paper. So I think that, leaving aside, I think when I got my son, which was 9 years back, I think that's where I kind of took a step back from my travel. I worked on building the team stronger, and today we're fortunate to have a set of like um, is probably one of the most important parts as you are growing as an architect or as any individual or professional. I don't think any studio should be related to a person. It
Yeah.
should go beyond the person,
Correct.
Yeah.
which is something which we always see that's really
Struggles with,
it shouldn't
yeah.
be a legacy. It needs to be a system which
practice.
works. It needs to be a practice. It needs to be a machine which works functionally as you grow
Like
up.
a law firm or a CA firm, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they have structures in place which, sorry,
No, no, go on.
wow, you're being super polite.
Okay, go for it.
He's like, I'll change
It's a lucky day.
No, I think like, and that's where I draw, I mean, try to draw a lot of inspiration from the structure, the framework of a practice. When you look at these law firms, they have multiple partners, and that's how they go and build businesses. Different. If you're going to try and say this is all me and mine, then you're looking at it from a very, very small, very myopic lens. You need to look beyond.
Also, when you talk about patience, I think we've lost patience with a lot of social media which happens around. I think I think I tell my wife and almost every single person that you're married to your digital husband, always. But at the same time, what's happened is it's about just picking up your head up, out, look out of the window to see what's happening around you. It's a moment of pause. It's a moment of peace. It teaches you so much. Like today, for me, design will always be. It'll always be a part of my emotion which is coming out, just purely coming from my travel, my experience.
Yeah.
You know, doing a temple in Punjab, we used to have a 7-hour car ride, and there have been at least 3 times that we've almost crashed. And so these are these experiences which
Not
which have
Pinterest.
gone back. Yeah, not Pinterest. No.
Yeah.
And I think Pinterest to some extent is something which is really spoiling, or I won't say spoiling, wrong words to use, but it's kind of making
Limiting.
a vision. No, it's kind of making a vision for people which is not real.
Yeah.
Like I can make this corner and design and style it 5 different ways, and it'll be 20 other pictures.
Yeah.
But when you walk into a space, the way the space responds to you, the way the space talks to you is completely different from
And
that.
I feel like Pinterest was supposed to be inspiration,
Yeah.
and now it has become derivation.
Yeah.
Yes,
You just
absolutely.
literally take an image,
Cut,
and
copy, paste.
cut, copy, paste,
But
and you.
no context.
And exactly what I was gonna say is that people don't realize that without contextuality, there is no design. You can't just go and put a molding on a wall and put a wallpaper in it and say "Acha lag raha hai." You have to understand space.
But you'll also be surprised that people want to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, as architects, we sketch, we design,
Yeah.
and people don't value
They
that.
don't
It doesn't
understand
matter. It's like, oh, Pinterest, get me some couple of
Give
reference
me some
images.
visuals. Get me
Yeah.
so we're supposed to conjure up 3Ds
Yeah.
quickly, or
Yeah, and I feel like it is our responsibility to educate the clients and other individuals as well.
Yeah.
That if I'm say quoting an Art Deco space, there's a reason I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It may not look like your Pinterest image,
True.
but
that
you
is-
gotta trust me on
you
that.
have to trust. So I mean, it takes time, and that's another thing that I wanted to bring up is
Right.
that because you have been practicing for a while, maybe now you have the privilege of the trust. But I have spoken to so many people who feel like I've just started my practice, I've got my project, the client doesn't trust me. I said, but that's the point.
Trust is earned.
You have to earn it.
Yeah.
You have to show it, and
Yeah.
it doesn't happen overnight.
No.
It's a very tedious
Process.
It's a very
Yeah. There's always I feel like there's always an inflection point in a project or in a relationship with anyone, right? That there's something happens along the way where then the floodgates open and the trust is just completely 100% there. And that happens when, if I have to look back on how did this successful project happen, or how did I earn the trust, there was always something where the client knew I was batting from their corner. I wasn't trying to sell them something. I wasn't trying to push anything. I wasn't trying to get into a magazine or whatever. It was just for the project.
Yeah.
And then when the client sees that, then they're just like, okay, I know you're on my side.
I think the onset of any career is a sprint
Yeah.
where you're just kind of dashing through and people throw things at you and you just have to kind of dodge it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're in the marathon.
Correct, yeah.
Where you can kind of pace it out.
You're
and
very good at running marathons.
I'm
Yeah.
great running. You want to try?
I've run
I'm
one
doing
marathon.
one
I'm not even sprinting. I'm just sitting. I'm watching people run.
You're smelling the roses.
Yeah. I'm watching people sprint, run to marathon.
And you're just sipping.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's actually the best place to
I
be.
mean, no. My practice would not agree. I'm just like, abhi utta ho main.
But look at what you're doing here, yeah, with Mono. I mean,
No, I mean it's been a great journey.
yeah,
Absolutely.
very fulfilling.
And you know, I actually, it's a very cheesy quote, but it came up in my feed, my Instagram feed yesterday. But I think he said, how privileged am I to complain about work that I have that I begged the universe for 5 years back.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
So I do believe that no matter how much I complain and how
Yeah.
upset I am,
yeah.
I always take a step back, a little step, because we're in Bombay,
Yeah.
you can't step back too much. And I realized that, you know,
Yeah.
I am living a dream that I had
You're 5 years,
5 years.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's
You know that's one side of it, and there's the other side, running a studio, and you know you've got like expenses and shit.
he just
you're
like, acha, but
This
bill
guy.
कौन करेगा?
At the end of it, you know the point where the project has come to an end is actually when you worried the most. You know
Yeah,
it's come
because
out
you're like,
because you're like, what's next?
What's
Yeah.
next?
So
Yeah.
you're only as
The
good as
what's
your last
next?
project, to be
And I
honest.
think our profession is the only profession where no matter how many years you have,
It's
you're
not
like,
enough.
man, I haven't got an inquiry.
I
yet."
absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're counting, and you're just
Yeah.
like, and you're like, who's
Yeah.
But you're always
Yeah.
as good as your last project, and
Yeah.
the project is over, and
Yeah.
then what's next?
Yeah,
And
the what's next is just
it's
like
always
maddening.
yeah.
But I feel like at what's next, at every scale is a what's next. Like I feel like everyone is asking, saying, I never thought you would have to ask for what's next. Because you just have so much volume.
So I want to grow the volume. That's how it
This
works,
guy.
right?
I can't, like,
It's
ghar
not
jao.
volume, right? It's also no, but I'll tell you what. It took me about we did a resort when you were like maybe 3-4 years into practice, which is just how it came by. But it took us almost 8 years to get our first architecture project, 8 or 9 years, where we went with whole villas and stuff like that. It took me 15 years to get a full-fledged hospitality hotel. So while we say it's what's next, it's the bigger you're growing,
Yeah.
the
more you want.
No. One is what you want is irrespective. The point is what the kind of opportunities and the projects are way better. They are like today. That's why a lot of people when they're even like trying to leave office or trying to say that I'm trying to start my own and best of luck to all of them. I just feel that today's time, I think collaborations are so much better. Yes, you'll get your 10 projects, 15 projects, and you'll do 10 great homes. But does that give you more? Are you more content doing that, or would you rather want to be building a resort or building a hotel, which is going to be occupied by thousands of people? So it's a mark you're going to be leaving back into the country, right? Like something.
Yeah.
So I still feel that I think collaborative work can be very, very, very good in the future.
I think it'll have to be because I feel like there's so many practices, and even while there's so much work, I do feel like there's going to be a consolidation cycle.
Yeah.
Like I think things are going to come and people are going to come back. And I see it like happening where,
Actually,
gradually, slowly. And I think that's also exciting because the main thing that is the main marker of success is experience. You cannot deny that 10 years, 15 years is what you need to go through to be good at what you do. 5 years, no, it's not enough. It's not enough.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't think yours should define what your practice. Your experience is about how diligently or how much you get into the practice yourself, or how much you actually spend that time over there. So you don't need to be doing 10 projects. You can do one project, but put in your heart and soul into that, and you forget yourself into it.
Okay, let's not say years, but depth.
I'll still say my first project, which I did, where I actually have literally picked up every screw and nail. I was far more involved and yeah, but then that death doesn't come with time.
Yeah, that's
Yours is getting old doesn't mean that everyone else has to get old to get success.
I'm doing the side eye. I'm like, yes.
I didn't want to beat him.
Yeah, Sure.
Okay guys,
You
so
wish.
this is a great opportunity because we're going to take a break now
Okay.
and we're going to play a game
Okay.
and you get your chance to,
Beat him.
I mean, hypothetically.
Maybe.
Let's not
Let's
do it
not.
on camera. Not on my camera as well. I don't want to get cancelled yet. Not yet. Okay. So basically this game is so you have to take a is this Solina? He will say a architectural word from A,
Yeah.
then she will say something with B, and he will say something with C, SA.
Yeah.
And the one who stops loses. And we have to keep doing this again and again. 3 or 4 times.
Three.
I have no idea.
I
Thoughts?
absolutely no.
No,
Fine.
because one of them will either way lose. No?
Okay. हाँ.
So can you talk to Avina? He has some very urgent work.
क्या हुआ?
पता नहीं क्या बस बोला सर से बहुत urgently बात करनी है.
Okay, just give me a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
Yeah,
सर का बोल
How's it going?
It's going great. The conversation is happening.
So can you get my phone as
Can
well?
you dab your nose?
Excuse me. You have
How
my
much
phone?
longer, guys?
You have my phone?
Yeah.
Karan, how much longer do you know?
We about 20 minutes will be done. Okay.
Short, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. That's all fine.
Just a second. Sorry. क्या हुआ? What happened? For Pawai? Yeah, no, that's for, I don't remember now. हाँ, हाँ,
Yeah.
yeah, हाँ,
Well,
हाँ, we've not ordered only ना magnetic.
okay.
लाइट आया नहीं है ना साइड पे.
Thanks.
ये भी अर्जेंट नहीं है अभी ना. लेट मी गेट आउट ऑफ शूट. नो नो चलो. श्रीमय कॉर्डर और साथ साथ हाँ साथ
Dab your face.
और वो सुधर जाएगा.
Do we have a buzzer? The conversation is going great.
Oh, super.
After this, I will quickly ask you about your ideology. We can talk about something related to your practice. Maybe we could talk about something you are doing. Making your racket fine.
Something we're doing new?
Anything you'd like to talk about, like maybe you can talk about why you changed,
Yeah.
what the entire spectrum of your practice is right now.
Yeah.
You can do that. Look at this. I'll press the buzzer.
So I have this on my bar in the house.
This one?
I don't have this one. I have that, you know, that bellboy bell.
Yeah.
The
So it's like a thing that everybody comes in. It's like a thing and everybody. I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I do.
Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna play a game. It's called the architectural alphabet. We haven't done this before, So I don't know how it's gonna go. But I'm very
We'll
excited.
find our way.
As long as I'm not a part of it, I'm very happy. So what you have to do is they're gonna start with you.
Huh.
You have to take a design, interior or architectural term
Huh.
with A,
Huh.
and then you have to take one with B. You have to take one with C, and it keeps going on. And the person who stops, and you have only 3 seconds, okay, loses. We do this 5 times, and the winner gets a lovely hamper from our brand.
Thank you,
Wow.
Karan.
You're most welcome. He's already lost.
Depends on what it is.
Listen, call.
Can we see the hamper before?
Call Nigam.
So feel there's like a coffee with Karan moment.
वो off camera देंगे. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, don't call. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start.
Aluminum.
What is it?
Aluminum.
Do I need to M or
No,
it's
into the B.
B.
B? Beams.
Carpet.
Desk.
हो गया. हो गया.
Oh, come on, this is not.
Correct, na? Is right, no? Otherwise you keep saying it. Yeah.
I want, na?
Yeah, you
You
are.
will.
This is being partial. This is not.
Well done. Let's beat the architect.
Now again, AC.
Yeah. Now you start with A.
Huh.
Desk.
What?
When I left
A.
A for
sorry.
desk.
An altar.
Bridge.
Eaves. Oh, sorry. C.
You don't
Oh,
have
oh
it
shit,
all.
come on.
Go back to school, man.
Sorry,
When you
my
said
bad.
C, I was like cat. I don't know why I'm not playing this game.
But cat can come in an interior. So okay.
My shoots have got my cats only.
How many cats do you have?
I have 2 rescues.
Oh.
And I did a house recently which has had 4 rescues. So
Wow.
when I send it to L or whoever, they're like, the project with animals is yours only. I'm busy. My partner's dog. Yeah,
How
anyway.
cute.
Yeah. Okay. A.
Now again A.
Yeah.
Oh god.
A. Yeah. Okay, fine. I have no idea. I'm just like A at the beginning.
So that's your point.
Yeah, I got a point on that.
Stop at A only.
Come on, seriously, Shonali.
I really
Listen, I jumped from like B to E. Now think about that. That's probably
We
worse.
have 2 rounds left. Okay, so it's 2, 1.
Okay.
Or
as-
2-1 now. Really.
You got the
Oh,
point.
wow. Okay. Shall I start?
No, now he will start.
Ashwood.
Birch.
Colin.
Desk.
Eaves.
Oh, fan.
Come on.
I won! Woo!
What did you say?
You didn't get
Garage.
G?
No, yeah.
No, garage is not a
Is there something you?
gate.
Gate.
Oh,
Gable.
Gable.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was going to say
But
Gate should be
I'm
what?
really happy you're not playing the name. I'm only thinking of animals.
Even I'm
Like the latest animal thing. No? I'm like, goat.
I'm thinking of apple.
Dog.
I'm thinking with myself.
I'm teaching ABC.
We
na?
play Atlas with my son. We're like, we go from one country to another country. That's what is running my head.
So anyway, well done, Shonali.
Thank you.
As we all had
Oh,
predicted,
shit.
Yes.
you have won this game devastatingly.
Thank
You
you.
didn't even know alphabets,
Yeah,
yeah?
that's true.
Yeah. Okay. So now
Have
we
stage.
Dude, you have too many excuses, just stop.
Yeah, sure.
and our brand partners will present a beautiful hamper to you once the episode is complete.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I get nothing.
Maybe.
You know something will happen.
No, you didn't wait. You don't know
That's not fair,
ABC.
but-
We have a rapid fire and the end. We will win that.
I'll be even worse than that. I'm telling you.
Okay. So I hope you all had fun.
Yeah.
Coming back to our conversation, I want to talk to you about your ideologies in your practice and what keeps you ticking. You know, what your thought processes are. If I was a fly on the wall in your studio, what would I get to see or hear that say you wouldn't share otherwise?
You want to go first?
No.
Since you lost.
Yeah.
So I think took me a long time to find that, right? Like my why, my ideology.
And I'm slow.
Huh?
And you're slow.
I
It just
by
comes
the
down-
by
everything
by
just
what
comes down to
just
it.
happened, I
Yeah.
think you're the slow guy.
That's alright, don't
Okay. I think for a long time I was just doing nice interiors, right? And then I had to pause and reflect in this crazy pace of the city at that point, and where that inflection point was, okay, this practice needs to be larger than me. It cannot just be me. And then I had to kind of dig deeper into like, why am I doing what I'm doing? What is my point of view? Am I bringing anything to the table? And I think that's what I learned in the way, and my husband Rustam and I had the opportunity to work on a few projects, which I realized that the conversation between design and technology and understanding his world and being able to apply that into our world of design, that gave me a whole new point of view and an ideology, I think. And that's for me what continuing to explore that in different sort of vocabulary of design is what's giving me the movement.
So I think for us as a studio, I think I've always been a control freak. So just the point of letting go of things has always been one of the most difficult things. But you realize that as you're growing, what you really need to do is you need to kind of look the other way, trust your people. Because what happens is you try to cut them out at a very early stage. Everyone has a different level of understanding. Everyone has a different level of performing at different stages. So I think that's something which has always been tough. At the end, in the office will always still be a madhouse because it is a madhouse early in the morning. I still kind of control almost everything, leaving aside the fact that the team does take care of a decent amount of stuff which doesn't come to me at all. But I think again the studio is just absolutely crazy and it's a lot of fun. We are not a studio which does a lot of dinners and lunches and sad. There's a lot of missing team building exercises, but I think we just get so swamped with work that we really don't get a chance to do that. We've always been focused about delivering and making sure timelines are met, and I try to make it. I still try to reach out to everybody who I'm working with still.
It was the same Swiggy guy.
So this ringtone,
Yeah.
every time I shoot here, the
Yeah.
same person, same ringtone in the middle of the shoot. It's like my.
That's your
it's like
idea.
everyone
It's
has
been
a-
staged.
It's like your
It's like a
brand,
brand thing. You
thappa.
should get a brand.
This should become my intro.
Yeah.
I'll never sleep only. I'll cause violence, that sound.
Yeah,
Yeah, but for me, I think in terms of coming back to design, coming back to finding my space, I think I love my runs, and that's where I've never had my phone on me. I can be lost like in any part of the world. I will be out running almost every single day. I'll come back in an hour, wherever I am, but there's no other way to find me otherwise. But that's the time where you really get to retrospect, think, dream, whatever. You just cut off completely. And I try not thinking of work at that time.
Nice.
Yeah.
is that even possible?
Yeah, you can find your peace there. It is. It's actually
You and peaceful in the same word, the same sentence.
just not around you.
Never.
You recently rebranded.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Again, so this is all part of, I think, maturation. It's a journey. We hit a 10-year, road mark, and I kind of look back and I'm like, okay, this was what it was 10 years ago. This is where we come. We had to hustle and do everything you had to just make a portfolio, right? Now 10 years on or 20 years on when I'm looking, because we're looking at this career for at least to take me till I'm 80. What do I want it to look like? What I want it to feel like? And this guy.
रघु, तुम एक काम करो, अपना बाहर खड़े हो जाओ, उनको थोड़ा बोलो कि, और वो आंटी को बोलो थोड़ा कम चिल्लाने को. She's like crazy, man. Like I have. She's just. Nothing in life can be this bad, dude. She's every time, man. It's so irritating.
It reminds me of another auntie I know.
Yeah.
Sitting next to me.
Yeah, fully.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on.
You've not seen her in Avatar, no? Yeah.
What avatar?
Kuch bhi.
This is a very sober down version of her right now.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, so I think, and then like life happened, right?
Yeah.
A few years ago, and I had to take that pause. And I think it was really good because it made me think where, what, how, who. And that's when I started looking deeper and started putting the pieces together. And I also, at this point, had brought on a business coach because I needed to learn the business side of things. as an architect or interior designer, you always know what you know, but there's so much more about running a business that's supposed to withstand time that you don't know. And so I started kind of looking into that. And I think it's taken 2 years of strategy. From a marketing, from a brand, from a design, from a sort of USP, from a gap, from a very overall sort of market strategy um, that has brought Empire, but also looking into my backyard. And my backyard had Rustam, my husband, who's very into tech and passionate about it, and my father-in-law, who's has built a legacy in pioneering sound and home theatre in the country. And I felt like bringing that together to give, and I feel like technology in a space now is far more relevant, but using it correctly is the need versus just chip cowing it, right? And so I think I saw a gap there, and I saw something that we could deliver something new into the space, and hence Empire was born, and that comes from the new Empire Cinema, which is where our office is.
Ah, oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah,
Oh, lovely.
so the new Empire Cinema is one of the last 100 cinemas that Rustam's family used to own in the country, and it's an Art Deco space, and it's kind of the history there, and the whole story comes from, like, obviously cinema for as public space, to cinema as a private experience, to cinema design and overall experience. And so that's what Empire is all about.
That's very inspiring. Amay, as a designer, I've seen that your practice follows a rhythm.
Yeah.
And I feel like we drift a lot sometimes. You go from, say, to make it sound better, say from Art Deco to Art Nouveau to brutalism, but your practice follows a certain rhythm, a certain philosophy. It takes a lot of diligence and time and energy to dedicate to one journey.
Right.
And I feel like your practice is doing that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's a very beautiful journey that your studio is on. It's very inspiring, and I would like for you to tell us how you do it. Is it intentional, or it just comes with the thought process?
So I think now people who come to us for the work that we do. There's a certain amount of language that we follow. While we never say no to clients for most of the things, but now we've come through a decent amount of experience to kind of define or tell them that what works and what doesn't work. Yes, the studio follows a very, very similar kind of kind of design language which goes forward. But that's what I am. That's how we built together. And as I said that, today even anybody joining into the studio, we prefer people who come joined in young and who are more very raw, who've actually grown with us to understand the language, understand what the studio is about. It's not about frills, and it's not about kind of trying to reinvent something. We do reinvent, but there will be a certain amount of materials which will be followed throughout. You won't find another palette of material in our office space at all. So I don't think it's very difficult to follow it. It does require a certain amount of discipline, which kind of takes it through the whole process and how long you kind of do it for.
Thank you for those very beautiful and inspiring answers. It's lovely to see how diligently you all have built your practice where you all are today, and the fact that you all admit and accept the fact that it's just the beginning. It is so lovely to see. We can continue, but I think we're late on. We're running a bit late, so we do the rapid fire.
Okay.
Have a little shorter episode.
Okay.
Okay. So we now, before we wrap up though, we'll have a quick rapid fire and then a sign off.
I guess I'm going to win again.
That you actually might.
So this actually doesn't have a winner.
I'm still
Bad
going to
luck.
Who's the first one? Okay. So we'll start with the loser of the previous game.
Oh, thanks.
Loser.
I'm gonna
Name.
win our answer. Let's just make it worse. Okay, Amay, we'll start with you.
Yeah.
Quick answers, okay? What's the most radical thing emptiness can do in design?
What's the most radical thing emptiness can do in design? Create monsters, man. create
Wow.
things out of nothing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Which spatial constraint sharpened your creativity the most?
I think just living with everybody's expectations to a point where, as a studio, we believe that we're we are not building this for ourselves. We're building it for somebody else. So just kind of getting that language of what the other person likes, but it's still within my rhythm of work. So I think that's something that we always found.
Which texture feels closest to memory?
It's for me or him?
No, for him, sorry.
Actually, closest to memory. Sand for me.
And oh, that's a new one.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
It's
You-
everywhere.
Yeah. And do you design more for reality or possibility?
Possibility.
What's the nuance that only time reveals in your work?
Is there a buzzer here?
I'll speed this up. The pause will not be.
I'm thinking. I've never put a thought to this, but I think the feeling of home, the feeling of belonging.
I said plumbing.
That would have been nice.
What's a line you keep returning to?
Okay, lift up your face and look out the window.
The last one. Which moment in the design timeline defines the soul of a project for you?
When it on the first day I start actually put a pen to it, and that will be and I'm not kidding, but every project of mine and how many other changes it's done. That first day of what lines have been made on the paper, if you actually reflect back to that and the end product, will always be
Yeah.
95% to 98% same.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's been how much ever people try to mold and things.
It always comes back to the first starting point.
It's always the first one.
They always end up liking what you did at
Yeah,
the beginning.
because it's the most pure version of it, unadulterated.
And it's some of it is not even to the client. It's only for
Yeah.
me. But that's something that just make sure that in the end that's what is built.
Yeah.
Okay, it's your turn.
Woohoo.
That was good.
Yeah, you
Will
were
be
good. Those
faster.
answers were long.
I'm as faster.
Yeah, you can be fast.
Yeah.
How do you distinguish between a bold design move and a loud one?
A bold design move is lasting, a loud one will lose its sheenery.
Nice. What is one cultural reference that always finds its way into your projects?
Cubism.
Oh, lovely. What quality do you think separates good architecture from memorable architecture?
Good architecture again is something that stands the test of time. Memorable architecture will be like a social media reel.
Oh yeah. What's
Was it rehearsed before?
yeah, she's very good, lovely answer.
I know.
What's the first question you ask a site before you begin design?
Ask a site.
Yes.
What do you want to be?
Oh wow. Okay. Sorry. But
I've won. I've won.
well, luckily this game doesn't have a winner.
But I'm still the winner.
I love this. We
What
need a
do you-
moderator for this.
What do you consider the truest test of a plan? Clarity, hierarchy, or flow?
Clarity.
Lost. Gone.
Flow, clarity.
Done. Finished. Done. You lost it. I'm sorry.
What's a building you admire for its silence rather than its form?
Tadao Ando's museum in Japan,
Oh,
in
yeah.
Tokyo.
Lovely. I thought you were in the Church of Light first, but this is
No.
even better for
Yeah,
that reason.
that
yeah.
one.
My Church of Light is.
But also Sagrada Familia.
Oh yeah, that's a great.
That
one.
yeah, that was
I
big.
saw it
Yeah.
just now.
Yeah?
A few months back, I was in Europe, so it was
I
crazy.
walked in and I cried.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I just burst into tears.
That happened to me at the Barcelona Pavilion.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, Mace's Barcelona Pavilion is like
It is.
my go-to
Absolutely.
because it is so bare
Yeah.
and it just evokes so much in you just by the lines. It is so stunning.
I need
Right.
to see it.
Oh, it's anyway. Which spatial narrative do you enjoy constructing the most? Arrival, pause, or transition?
Transition.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Oh, 9-1.
No chance. You missed one.
Dude, I was
No,
so
no,
fast.
no,
I
no,
was
Better
so-
than self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed winner over here.
I'm always better than you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you guys for sorry. Thank you guys for those absolutely wonderful answers. had a lovely conversation. Unfortunately, we're a little strapped for time.
Sorry.
It's okay. We had a great conversation. I think we spoke.
She likes to call herself busy.
How many minutes have we got, Ayush?
45, 40.
So it'll be a little short episode. It'll be like 25 minutes. Which is
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Which is good actually because we're trying to get it under 30.
Okay.
So this
Nice.
is finally, I think, the first one that you can manage.
So you should have other Ram Kapoor for other people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we are going to wrong.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's not gonna come on
The
camera.
watch,
It
the
could.
Ram Kapoor.
It could. I'll send him a collab request as well. You tell him to come for my interview.
God.
Anyway, so
Thank
before
you.
I would just like to quickly let you all address the audiences one by one and just give one line of advice or anything you'd like to share with them before we call it a night.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, I just think a career in design is a marathon for sure, and you need to just keep going, keep surmounting different aspects of the picture to kind of keep you sane.
I think I love what we do, and there's no better way. Like there's nothing better you can actually think about in your life. There's travel, there's design, there is experience, there's people. I think this design overall is just something that you can always be at. Like
Keep going.
You know, they've put in some crazy one-liners, huh? Like beautiful ones.
Really?
Yeah, very cool.
she's good at it.
Yeah,
You
you
also-
both have spoken so beautifully, actually.
Thanks, man.
Because,
Like
like,
it's nice that it's very casual and it's
Comfortable.
It's very
I hope you all
comfortable.
enjoyed
We
it.
enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
for sure. Especially the lying down part.
We should make that the cover.
You
Oh,
enjoyed it.
God.
Made a cover tomorrow.
Just slip it down
That'd be
from
classic.
everywhere. Please just
No,
like
you know-
facet
Oh,
me.
come
You
on.
saw, you look great. Don't say that.
Yeah, we just like shrink it down.
Just
Should.
please, yeah.
AI.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say what is this? Nano banana.
Nano banana.
That's
Best,
crazy.
best.
Anyway, I'll do a quick sign off. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching season 5, episode 5 of Moñö Architecture. All things design. Brought to you by brand partners Highbeck, Kitchen Studio, Turquoise, and Embellish. See you. That? Yay.
Thank you. That was really fun.
That was a lot of fun.
You should run.
I should run.
Yeah, I know.
Now, how do I?
I'll add mine. Apna bus.
Yeah, I should.
Where is
I'll come with you. Team. Oh, मैंने कभी मत किया.
अरे बंद कर तू आ रही है पूरी
I'm gonna run out. Thank you. I'll see you at the show. Huh? Amaya coming now?
I will.
Yeah, we'll do his creative.
Okay, fine.
And we'll do it.
Thank you guys. Thanks
Thank
everyone.
you.
Sorry I've had to rush you all through this. But today is a